Tell me about the listener's problem.
It was an evening like any other. I was soon going to take a break, but I decided to take one last call. It was a 14-year-old girl with a tiny voice. She had been trying to call me all night to ask for advice. Her father had a horse that she loved to bits, but because of money problems, he was forced to sell it.
Poor girl. She must have been heartbroken.
I hadn't ridden a horse for years, but to hear that little lost voice sobbing awoke something inside me. I loved music, but I knew then that my real place was with horses. That little girl helped me face the truth. I was ready to do anything to help her keep the horse, and it became my crusade. I promised the girl I would do what I could, and during the break, I called MC Mellon and told him about the child's despair. He immediately offered to buy the horse so she could keep him. I thanked him for his generosity with all my heart, and went back on air to tell the child her horse would not be sold. My producer came into the room and slipped me a note, saying the show had been a huge success, thanks to MC Mellon's invention. People love a happy ending, and everywhere they'd been calling their friends, telling them to listen in. The station was flooded with calls of encouragement and solidarity. It was my best show by far, but also my last.
You stopped doing radio after that?
The girl's intervention made me aware of my real passion. I went back to horse riding at MC Mellon's stable, and soon started competing. One day Jade came to see me, and in the light of my results and radio reputation, she offered me a place at the academy.
And you never regretted leaving the radio?
Of course it crossed my mind, but after I'd helped that girl keep the horse she loved, I said to myself that my destiny on the airwaves led here. The rest of my life will be spent on the trail.
You have a huge heart, Samuel. I'm proud to know someone like you.
You're not so bad yourself when you keep a lid on things. That's my story over. You should go and talk to the others.
So, Carol, you were talking about a terrible mistake you made.
That's right, and I still cringe thinking about it. My mother sat me down next day and explained that my father wasn't strictly speaking a real soldier. He didn't go killing people like I thought. His job was to visit war-torn countries and distribute food and first aid. So much changed in that one moment. I realised how selfish I'd been trying to keep my dada to myself. I realised how his job was much more important than any of my teenage tantrums. My awareness was soon accompanied by boundless admiration for my father, and very soon I'd made up my mind. I wanted to be like him. I, too, wanted to help war-torn communities, people who had lost everything. I asked my parents if I could join a military academy. My mother was not very enthusiastic at the idea, but she saw how it might bring my dad and I together, and she finally gave in.
You went to a military academy? Amazing!
That's right, and it was there I had the revelation of my life.
That you look totally cute in khaki?
If you only want to make fun of me, talk to someone else.
I'm sorry. It was only a joke. Please do carry on.
I don't feel like it now.
Move it! Turn around! Come on! Do as I say. Come on. Slow down. How could I have let myself be so manipulated? Ever since I'd found out about Esteban's true nature, I couldn't sleep a wink. I felt ashamed and humiliated. I started training with fury and determination. This time I was going to humiliate him and his academy. But I would have to wait. It was just before Christmas, and I wanted forgiveness. That's why I really have to apologize. I was blinded by my own pride. I let our friendship down terribly.
You can't be blamed. Now you see what you nearly let yourself in for.
You gave us all a fright.
I'm pleased you're still with us. Your energy is such a boost for this academy.
Not half. The girl's a tornado. You should have seen the uppercut she gave Dungbrain.
And he'll get a taste of mine if he comes round causing trouble again.
I scribbled down a poem to say goodbye. It's nothing special, but I suppose it's useless now.
Oh, give it to me anyway, Miguel. I'm touched you thought of it.
It took him hours to write.
Carol,
Now I'll be able to find out your secret and beat you at cards.
Right, how about throwing a little Christmas party? Time for work. The research is done, and my present list is brilliant. Now, I've just got to find them all. Jade gave us each 500 tokens. We'll have to use them wisely. Let's see. An autograph from Spike for Carol, an MC Mellon live CD for Samuel, a poetry collection for Miguel, a violin school for Aurelie, a rare flower for Jade, a picture of #1 groupie Carol for Spike, a bottle of the local tipple for Harry, and for Patrick, a photo of Jade. Once I've got all the presents, I'll just have to come back and get the party ready. What are you doing all alone now?
Just writing a new song.
What's it about?
Same old story. Boy meets girl, boy loves girl, everything goes wrong, no one knows why. The end.
You've had your little heart broken in the past. Join the club.
No, I was the stupid one. I left her.
Maybe you should write something less depressing. It might help somehow.
Maybe you're right. Anyway, moving along. What can I do for you, princess?
First, you can stop calling me that. It's macho and demeaning.
Hey, you bite as well as bark. Someone else I know quite took to the name.
Well, not this someone. So you'll have to put up with my bark and bite.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No biggie. Anyway, earlier on, you made me a promise.
Didn't forget. Here, an autograph for your chum Carol. Indeed.
Carol's a real star. Well, thanks for the autograph. I better be off. I've got shopping to do for Christmas.
Don't leave me off the list. I love presents.
It's a promise. See you later.
So, how's the shopping going?
Very nicely, thanks. That is the perfect gift for Harry.
Gifts don't grow on trees.
There's no barman. I can't just dump cash on the counter.
I'm looking after the pub while the barman prepares for Crimbo. That drink will cost you 70 tokens.
70 tokens? I'm going to have a think.
Don't ask for Mr. Credit, he's history.
Just my luck.
Well, 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 I have a knack of catching students snooping around the library.
How so?
Long story. What's yours?
I was wondering if it was possible to buy a book from the Academy. A collection of poems, to be precise.
The answer is yes. Students do have the right to buy library books, and I have just what you need. The romantic poets, Melancholy, as a way of life. You can have it for 50 tokens.
Perfect.
Bring me the tokens, and it's yours. It's a beautiful book. It'll be made up.
I didn't say who I intended to give it to.
It's not hard to guess. I can't wait for our Christmas party. It's been so long since we all spent time together.
I'm so pleased I'm still with you to share the occasion.
So are we. You would have been missed.
Around in a dressing gown, barefoot in the snow, and then disappears when you try to approach.
I'm not sure the castle's my bag after all.
I find it fascinating. I'd love to see a real ghost. Can you take a photo if you see it?
I'll take to my heels more likely.
So did you see it?
Carol, there's no way I'm going ghost busting, so don't think about it.
And I thought you were the spunkiest of us all.
There we go. That'll make Spike happy. A photo of his biggest fan. Jade? Don't tell me you're leaving on the next train.
Not really. I was just thinking.
Want to share your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yeah, Ah, well, that's what friends do. Share thoughts.
It's just that it's not easy.
I know. You've got the whole weight of the academy on your shoulders, always organising everything for everybody, and never a complaint. I really respect you.
That's very kind of you.
We've got the best director ever. You turn our dreams into a reality. You've got such a huge heart. That's why everyone respects you.
Truth be known, the thought of making the wrong choice for you completely flips me out. The job seems so huge. I haven't got Bertie's stature. He knew how to run this academy with grace and confidence. I haven't got a clue.
Pretend, then.
Pretend?
Yeah. No one will notice the difference.
You know how to give a girl a boost.
I believe in you. I have faith in your choices. And I'll keep on as your student whatever happens.
Thanks. You're pretty huge-hearted yourself.
Maybe, but wild too.
Someday soon you'll see it's a quality, not a fault.
Still thinking hard, Jade?
Yeah, I'm thinking about your training. I think I'm going to step it up a gear. You've all been resting on your laurels too long.
Nothing knocks you down for long. And there we go. Patrick will be delighted with this photo of Jade. I've just got this one to open. Jewellery. It's amazing. Oh, there's a heart engraved on it.
I've never seen anything quite so beautiful, apart from my autograph from Spike.
It's exactly the same type as I was offered in Italy.
What you mean is it wasn't a gift from the Pinewood crowd and it must have come from one of us.
One of the boys, you mean?
What have we done now?